TVB, and it's that time of year again. It's time to count down my picks for the top 5 worst movies of 2018. Yeah, I'm doing a top 5 this year instead of a top 9 because first of all, I drove to Pennsylvania today with one of my friends, and I went back, ate dinner with my father, and here I am making this video for you guys now. I've had a long day. I just want to keep this video straight to the point. And also, I'm finally, I'm finally downloading Black Ops 4. OMG, TVB, you're such a Christmas noob, and you're just playing it now? Yeah, I'm a broke college student, please forgive me. And second, honestly, there weren't enough, bad movies for it to make sense to make a full top 9 list. And frankly, there's some films I saw this year that everyone hated that I actually liked. That, you might have seen Happy Time Murders be an honorable mention on my best movie of the 2018 video. I really enjoyed that movie. I don't get why it receives so much hate. And also, there are probably some bad movies that came out this year that I just missed. I haven't seen 50 Shades Freed. I haven't seen Nutcracker in the Four Realms. I haven't seen... whatever other, crappy sequels that came out this year. I haven't seen Gotti. I was trying to see Holmes and Watson tonight, literally just to see how bad it is. But, again, I had a long day, and my internet's being kind of screwy right now, so I was just like, is it really worth going that much out of my way just to see a crappy movie, just to, put in this video just to make it longer? Not really. So, yeah. For the bad films that I did see this year, though, oh boy. Let's just make this video tonight, and let's block this out of memory. So, yeah. Starting with my number 5 choice, Den of Thieves. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, when I was going through all the movies I saw this year trying to make this list, I completely forgot that I even saw this movie, and I was like, yep, that deserves a spot on my list. It's not a terrible movie, I wasn't absolutely hating it, it was just, from what I remember, it was just long and boring and unfocused. Action scenes were, there was too much, yammering, and, I like O'Shea Jackson Jr., I like Gerald Butler, both of them are great actors, and 50 Cent, from my memory, was kind of funny in this movie, but all in all, Den of Thieves was just, It was just, again, mediocre. There was a lot of mediocre movies that came out this year, and, yeah, this is definitely, out of all the mediocre movies, I had to ask myself which one do I remember least, and that was Den of Thieves. So, thank you, January. You always make this list possible every year somehow. My number 4 choice is Slender. There's Slender Man. What? I don't even remember what this movie is called. Oh, actually, no, I do. It's just, I wasn't remembering if it was Slender Man or just Slender, but who cares? You didn't see this movie. Unfortunately, I did with my friend Mark, and we were just like, hey, let's see a bad movie to kick off the school year, because we saw this movie a few days before my fall semester started, and I was just like, oh my gosh, teenage girls fucking with creepypastas, wow, this is so, original. I feel bad for Slender because I like spooky stories and creepypastas, and, folklore and stuff like that. Slender Man gets his origins from, Roman mythology, and I like the game Slender, and I even, attempted to make a Slender, short film parody back in high school with my friends. Sadly, the film had to be scrapped because of our busy schedules and budget reasons. But, the little bits of footage that I did save from that, even though there was no Slender in it, because, again, we just couldn't film the Slender scenes because of, production reasons, that probably would have been a better movie than this. Oh my gosh, this movie was just, again, I barely remember this as well, and it's probably for good reason, because it was just stupid. Number 3, every year, there's always, that, at least one animated movie where I see the trailer for it, I'm just like, no, it's an animated trash stick. So yeah, my number 3 spot is Sherlock Gnomes. Who asked for a sequel for Romeo and Juliet? Nobody. Romeo and Juliet was fine. Why did it need a sequel? Why did it need the rip on Sherlock Holmes? Like, this has been a bad year for Sherlock Holmes movies, or like just Sherlock. I mean, even though we don't usually get many Sherlock movies anymore, it's just like, wow, this and Holmes and Watson again. I was planning on seeing it, but I hear that's trashed as well. Just, geez, like this movie, the animation, it's okay, I guess. It's not the best I've ever seen, but the characters are so annoying, and there's such like, it's so cliche. There's so many like unfunny jokes. There's too many stupid subplots. It's just, oh my goodness, it is just terrible. Like, Elton John deserves better. I heard that this movie was directed by the same guy who directed Kung Fu Panda. Like, dude, you must have been like really hitting the bottle the past like few years, because this has been a huge fall from grace, man. Just Sherlock Gnomes, just I really just want to face. In the theater, from what I remember, I was just face palming every 5 seconds. It was just bad. I did not get a chance to review my number 2, the second worst movie that I saw this year. I was interested. I was interested to see Truth or Dare in theaters. Truth or Dare, excuse me. But Rampage came out the same weekend, and I was more interested in seeing that. And also, Isle of Dogs finally came to my area that weekend as well. So yeah, I saw both those movies that weekend. I decided, I'll just wait for Truth or Dare to come out on like Netflix or something like that. And yeah, I finally watched the movie myself a few weeks ago. I was bored, and again, I was really just curious to see how bad this movie was. I really just wanted to see it, just to, see how bad it is. And also so I can make this list somewhat, more sensical. So yeah, after I was finishing watching this movie in my living room, I went on sort of a mini rant about it. And here it is. It speaks for itself. It became a comedy to me. Like, it's not scary. It's a horror movie, but it's not scary at all. I was laughing my ass off. There's this one scene where the Asian guy, like, Chad or whatever his name is, or something like that. Like, he, everyone, he's a homosexual, but everyone's like, dude, we all knew you were gay because your ringtone's Beyonce, and he's like, oh, everyone likes Beyonce. Like, oh my goodness, it was hilarious. Like, it was unintentionally hilarious. It was not scary. When a horror movie, like, has you watching it and you're like, this isn't scary, this makes me laugh. It's like, I was laughing hysterically. It's another Blumhouse stupid low-budget horror film. It's poorly acted, poorly scripted. The direction is just, it's just terrible. Just terrible. It's like, it's unintentionally hilarious in like that sort of like, not even that so bad's good sense. Like one of those movies I guess you could just watch with your friends. You're just bored on a Friday or Saturday night and you just want to like, just poke fun so then go cinema sins on something. Like, yeah, it's one of those kind of movies, but seriously, this is not a movie I recommend watching. It is a bad movie. Okay, here it is. The number 1 worst movie that I saw in 2018. That, my friends, is Winchester. Oh, shitty jump scare. Oh. That basically sums up Winchester, guys. No film this film is just a complete bore fest. Now, if you ask me, a boring movie is worse than an annoying movie. When a film is annoying you and just making you mad and cringy, that is like sort of fun in a sense where you can just like let out your inner cinema sins and just, point out everything that's wrong with the movie, or wait for it to come out on like DVD or something and buy it then and just like have all your mates come over and just make a drinking game out of it, if that's your thing, of course. But when a film is boring you, you're not even motivated to do that stuff. You're just bored and just trying to find any sort of investment in the movie. Or you're just checking your watch or your cell phone because you're just bored. And that's a complete opposite of what a movie's supposed to be. A movie's supposed to entertain you, not the opposite, where it's boring you. And that's what Winchester is. It's boring. It's not scary at all. It's way too reliant on jump scares. And it's just bad. The performances are bad. The screenplay is bad. It's not well edited. It's not well shot. It's just, it's like, the more I thought about Winchester, guys, after seeing it, the more my hatred of it grew. That's just, oh my goodness. Like, this year has been a relatively solid year for horror movies and superhero movies. Like, it's been a great year for, superhero movies. And yeah, like, Hereditary and A Quiet Place were fan-freaking-tastic. But this movie was just, like, a disgrace to the genre and just a disgrace to 2018's film lineup in general. I really hope there's not another movie like this. But there's, who am I kidding? There's always terrible horror movies like this every year. Just, Jason Clarke. I think that's the actor's name in this movie. I'm so sorry as your career has become. Yeah, I just really hope that a movie like Winchester doesn't happen again. It would be cool to see the Winchester Mansion, though, because I did know about the hauntings and, backstory of that place before. And so, yeah, as a big fan of, like, myths and legends, this movie, like, totally dumps on that. And that really ticked me off. And, yeah, this movie is just, again, I'm pretty sure most people will say, like, oh, it's not as bad as other movies I've seen this year, but again, this is my list. This is my opinions of films that I couldn't stand the most, and this is number one in my case. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna play some Black Ops 4 tonight. Finally, I've been excited to play this. And, yeah, if you guys haven't seen my best movies of 2018 video, I put that up last night. And, tomorrow, hopefully, I'm gonna make my top 9 most anticipated movies of 2019 list. I'm really excited to talk about that because there's quite a lot of stuff to look forward to this year. And of course, it's January. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind seeing a stinker to make a list like this possible again. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Can we please hit 1,000 subscribers by May 10th of 2019? That is when my spring semester ends. When my YouTube channel hits 1,000 subscribers, I'm shaving my head. So yeah, let's make that happen, please. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a fantastic night.